Hey there, glad you made it. It's Mike here. I just put together a short little video. I know you're busy, you got a lot of stuff going on, but this is important. I'm getting a lot of people giving me calls asking me, Mike, how come this is not working for me? How come I can't get things quite together and make money in this industry? So I said, you know what, I'll throw together a little video and share a couple of things that we all need to know. That's the reality of this industry. Because have you ever noticed, if you've been in this industry a little while, then you've probably tried a couple different things. You may have tried a couple different programs. And have you noticed that that a lot of these different tools that we're supposed to be using, or that the so-called gurus tell us to use, you notice how they don't really work very well? And that's because they're really not using them. That's sort of the hidden secret. They tell us to do all these things. Really what they're doing is something else that actually works. But it doesn't have to be that complicated. They just make it more complicated than it really is. What this is really about is doing something that's consistent. But before you get to consistency, you really got to know what it is that you're doing. You got to have a bit of a roadmap. You be able to connect the dots so that you can start off doing what you're doing. Well, I'm just going to give you a couple little tips right now. Is that if you're in this industry, what's the type of marketing that you're doing? You're either doing video marketing, and then if you're doing video marketing, how and what type of video marketing are you doing? You're either doing email marketing, maybe you're doing belly to belly, maybe you're doing cold calls, maybe you're doing solo ads. I'm not really sure what you're doing, but what I like to do is I like to put a whole lot more out there in front of people with a lot less activity. That's what I like to do. When I first came in the industry 8 years ago, full time in the industry 8 years ago, what I was doing a lot of things that took me 10, 12 hours a day, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I was just really spinning my wheels in the mud. What this is about, as much as you can, it's all about automation. Now, I can tell you, I speak to a lot of people every day, and there's a lot of people that don't understand how to connect everything, and I totally get that because I didn't understand it either. But once you understand how to connect everything, and once you start thinking like a marketer, then what you're going to see is your whole world's going to open up. This is about, you're going to start getting leads, you're going to start getting traffic, you're going to start making money, but you got to know how to plug this stuff in. So I think it's about training. I personally believe you need to be trained. You can't go off and be a doctor unless you go to medical school, for example. In this industry is no different. You've got to know where to start. You got to know all the moving parts. You got to know how to connect everything. And I can tell you, I do some awesome training that I go to. I mean, I'm pretty good in the industry in terms of marketing. I mean, I can definitely drive a lot of traffic, and I can show people how to do it, and I can make a lot of money and all that sort of stuff. But the industry is constantly evolving. So I'm always working with people that know a lot more in this industry than I. And that's how you always learn, by learning off of people that know more than you. So where this industry is going right now, if you're not plugged in and learning how to do that type of marketing, you're probably going to be struggling for quite a while. Because by the time you figure out the next set of marketing, it's changed onto something else. If you want really good, up-to-date marketing and training, kind of stuff that I plug myself into, click the link below. And that's going to take you through so you can start to see some of the different tools that we get in front of. And it's not to sell you anything. This is really about training. You either believe you need to be trained or not. And if you don't have training in this industry, you're probably struggling. And if you're struggling and you want to start making money, then learn from people that really know what they're doing. And that's why I say plug yourself in and start learning some of this training, and you'll see how your business is going to take off. And then your confidence is going to start to take off. And that's what really this was all about. If you're at home right now and you're trying to make money for you and your family, this is about, you want to have some confidence because you know you can do it. You know you're probably very close to getting it done. You may have even had some success in the industry, but it's been sort of hit and miss. I can tell you, this is about picks and shovels. This is about learning the tools, and once you know how to once you know the tools, then you're going to be okay in terms of building up the business. So go ahead, put the information in. I promise you, any information I send you is going to be good information. There'll be no silliness here. I'll just send you some good info, but this way you've got the tools in front of you. So I want to wish you well. Have an awesome day. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye now.